Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Petra and today we're starting our first weekly vlog. This part's supposed to be one of those cool intro videos, but I haven't gotten around to doing that quite yet, so pretend this is it. Today I'm actually going with my friends to a mountain cabin we're gonna stay there for about 3 nights, so I think it's gonna be really fun. I have like a perfume video that I have in mind that I want to do with them. I want to give them some like really popular perfumes for them to rate, so I have to see if they actually want to do that. So fingers crossed. I just finished my skincare routine. I don't know if you can tell, my skin's been acting up a little bit lately. Maybe it's because my period's coming soon, but I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but like we've got a couple of friends around my cheeks. This is what I did today. I would usually do a vitamin C serum in the morning, but today because my skin's acting up, I chose to go with like my nightly treatment in the morning as well. It's fine, it's safe to like apply it in the morning as well, especially if you're gonna apply sunscreen after. But look at the glow. Like I know we have a couple of pimples around my cheeks, but look at that glow, look at that plumpness. Like my skin looks good, you can't lie to me. It used to be less even, and I feel like even if we have a couple of breakouts here and there, which is completely normal, totally fine, even if you have like good skin majority of the time, my skin looks plump, it looks glowy, it looks good. Like there was a couple of pimples is fine, it's normal. Some texture on my forehead is fine. I want to do a bit of a beat, but not too much. Like I want to focus on the skin. I wanted to give like really healthy glowy skin. I want the sun to reflect off my face. That's how glowy I want to be. On the eyes, I'm not going to be doing too much, to be honest. I'm gonna do maybe something a little bit to my eyebrows. I really want to go to get my eyebrows done because I feel like they're into that stage where even if I fill them in with a pencil, they don't look that good. I really want like glowy skin, so that went straight onto my jeans. It's fine, whatever. I'm not gonna change. Like I've already packed my bags, it's fine. I love this Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter if you want that really glowy perfected base, but I really don't like the applicator. I feel like you collect so much bacteria just putting that straight onto your face and then back into the container. Like I really don't like that. I wish it came in a pump, but it's okay. And I like applying it with my fingers sometimes, especially if I, you know, take the Daffod applicator and I put it straight onto my fingers. I like applying it with my fingers. It doesn't give you much coverage, but it does give you like a really nice glow. I'm gonna go in with this really weird looking foundation, which is the Chanel Water Fresh Complexion Touch. This is one of the prettiest lightweight foundations. I don't know if it's my shade because they didn't really have my shade in Sephora, but I really wanted to try it. So I don't know if this is a bit too pink, but it's fine because it's really lightweight, which means that we're gonna sheer it out and maybe fix it with some bronzer, some concealer. Oh yeah, it's too light. Wow. I just saw myself in the mirror and it's a bit too light. But it's okay, we're gonna fix that. But it evened out my skin tone really nicely. I usually do eyes first, but today I'm a mess. Like I'm really stressed out because it took way too long to do my suitcase. I usually do eyes first because I don't like the pigment falling onto my face. Or at least eyebrows first, but it's okay because now we got them covered with foundation a little bit, so we're gonna be able to fix that. Sorry if the light keeps changing, but it's because for the first time, I don't know why, I've been filming with natural light and it's not really stable, not gonna lie. Like I feel like it's prettier than, you know, studio lights and everything, but it's not stable. Like it's cloudy outside, especially during the winter. It's cloudy outside, like the sun keeps like messing up my lighting settings, so that's why the light keeps changing. Sorry. Today I'm a mess. Like I forgot to even apply my color corrector. And now I'm gonna be going in with this Dior Backstage Concealer. I really love this one, but it is my summer shade, so it's a bit too dark, but it's fine. I guess we'll do a slight color correction with this one because it's a bit more orange. I really like this one because I feel I've tried lots of concealers, but I feel like this one creases the least. and I will usually let it dry a little bit to give me a bit more coverage, but because I'm in a rush, I'm just gonna, you know, do this. Now I'm going in with the Kosas concealer. I don't know how to feel about this one. It creases a lot on me. I don't know if I'm not applying it properly, or maybe I should do a bit less of it. I don't know. I know a lot of people rave about it, and I do love the creamy formula of it and the feel of it, but maybe it's too thick. Maybe I'm just used to like this one, which is a bit more of a lightweight concealer, and I'm just not used to this or working with it. But on me, it creases. Eyebrows are literally my least favorite part, because no matter what I do, they still end up looking asymmetrical, and then if I do too much and they're symmetrical, they end up looking like Sharpie brows. For bronzer, I'm gonna be going in with this Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer, and with a Zoeva brush. I don't know if this, I don't think they still sell this in Sephora. They were my favorite brushes. I don't know why they're not selling them anymore. But it's this Zoeva Luxe Face Paint. It's the 109 brush. This is the most beginner friendly bronzer because I feel like you can't mess it up. It just melts into your skin. It's beautiful. I'm excited that we're going to the mountains. Like every year we go there. It's a cabin that my great grandparents built actually, and then my mother and her brother rebuilt it, and it's this little family tradition that we have to go there. My uncle and my mom went there with their friends, and I spent a lot of my childhood there. It is a little stressful for me because I feel like every time something doesn't work properly, like the heating or the water is not hot, it's a little stressful for me every time, because I do want everybody to have a good time. I don't want anybody to like struggle or feel uncomfortable, especially, you know, when the heating doesn't work. I feel really bad, even though it's not my fault. But I'm excited, and I think this time it will all work out perfectly. And now I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. I really like this powder, especially for setting before you bake, because the worst thing that you can do is go into baking with loose powder right when your concealer is wet. So I do take a fluffy brush before I set my eyes, like get them ready for eyeshadow, and then set my under eyes as well, around my nose and down my smile lines, because I feel like that's the areas where I get most creases. I'm just gonna go in with the same powder to set everything in place. Even if we're matte, see, we still have that glow, and regardless, I'm still gonna go in with a setting spray in the end that's gonna bring that glow back. For eyes, I'm taking the Natasha Denona Glam Face palette, and this is one of the best neutral eyeshadow palettes. Like, you have all the mattes that you need, you have beautiful shimmers, they're gorgeous, and you actually have a cream blush as well, and highlighter. I'm going in with the highlighter from the palette onto the lid, but I feel like I want a bit more of a sparkle, so I'm gonna take in this shadow that's meant for the inner corner, and I'm gonna be putting that all over the lid. Look at how sparkly this looks. I love it. You probably know about fragrance layering, especially if you follow me on my other platforms, but another thing that I like doing is mascara layering. I literally take 2 different mascaras and I use them. One mascara doesn't do what I want it to do. This one, for example, from Tower 28 Beauty, does a beautiful job at lengthening the lashes. I'm a mess. This mascara from Too Faced, Damn Girl Mascara, this has been my favorite mascara for years. I have found nothing that beats this one. This one's kind of dry, doesn't have much product left, but it does a beautiful job at volumizing the lashes. And another thing that I like doing is keeping a dried up mascara, because I feel like the bristles on the brush will help you separate your lashes if you feel like they're too clumpy. Like, see how much more volume my lashes have now? I'm taking a powder bronzer from the Patrick Ta Cream and Powder Bronzer Duo, and I'm just going over the perimeter of my face and where I've initially put that cream bronzer. Then some blush, lip gloss, and spray. This is the finished look. I feel like the base looks really pretty and glowy, and now we gotta go because we're running late. We got to film the perfume video as well, which was so much fun. I'm so glad we got to do this. My friends smelled 6 of the most popular women's perfumes and they had some interesting thoughts. And then we made our way back home, and honestly, I don't even know how many times I've come to this place, but this view will just never ever get old. I mean, just look at how gorgeous this is. It is so freaking impressive. So we came back from the mountain trip on Sunday. It is currently Wednesday. It was really cute, but it was kind of disappointing that because the electricity went off during one of the evenings, we kind of lost that time, but it was cute nonetheless. In the meantime, I got ready for my next trip, which meant getting my nails done, getting my hair done, getting my eyebrows done, because I really needed to get my eyebrows done. And I also took like 2 days to pack because I'm a master procrastinator and also a master at overpacking, so I didn't want to overpack. So it took me a really long time to kind of select the clothes that I was actually gonna need. I'm really excited for this next trip. I'm not gonna tell you where I'm going quite yet, but I'm really excited because I get to film with some of my idols. I'm kind of nervous because I've never filmed with anybody else. Like, I'm always by myself when I film, and also I kind of stutter sometimes, so I'm just hoping it's gonna go well. Ooh. Waxing is really messy sometimes. It's not even picking anything up. I feel like December is also the most stressful month of the year because you have to get everybody presents. There's a lot of money you have to spend. For me personally, with content creation, it's like the busiest time because there's lots of some of it got in my mouth, because most of the brands want to do campaigns during December, which means that sometimes, you know, I have to film and edit back to back and send it to brands for approval. But I like it. I mean, I can't complain. Being busy is not a bad thing. It's just it's a bit stressful. The way I like to take care of my armpit wax is in sections, because my hair, I don't know if your hair, you know, grows in the same direction, but mine, it doesn't. So I do 2 strips and then I kind of go over it once or twice. It's a bit painful, but it gets your hair so much thinner. This is also not the best t-shirt to do this in because I have to pull it down for it not to get in the way of the wax. Okay, that picked up quite a lot. Can you see this? That's satisfying. Now downwards. For skincare, I want something calming, soothing, plumping. I want really glowy, healthy looking skin, so I'm starting with this Tatcha essence. I'm really gonna be lathering everything on, especially the hydration, because I want my skin to be looking its best for this trip. So now I'm going in with the Snail Mucin, and this is the most fun, I just dropped some, the most fun skincare product ever. Hormonal pimples are the worst. Like, you can't even pop them because they're underneath the skin. I know you shouldn't pop your pimples. Chill, I know. I still like to do it. It's satisfying. I've shown this to you before. This is a treatment that I use during the evenings. This is for like my forehead texture and any pimples that are coming up, or, you know, just to prevent any pimples. This is one of my favorite moisturizers. I also love the Tatcha water cream, but I do want something a little thicker now that it's winter. I love that one for the summer, especially the texture. When you put it on your skin, it literally melts and it feels like water. It's amazing. I don't know what they put in that. I don't know what Tatcha puts in all of their products. They're magic. I've applied this Ren Balm everywhere because I want to wake up with baby soft skin. And that's my skincare routine. I'm ready to go to bed, ready for a big day tomorrow. And I'll see you in the next vlog where I'll actually be in that country.